thing. I had a talking I was going to tell you about today. Okay. So, it's on the wrong channel here. YouTube. There we go. All right, what's up? Troy Story, how's it going? Guys on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, Alexander King. So, guy was asking me this morning about what's the best way, what's the best schedule for practicing game. And the thing is that game is this thing, this occurrence that naturally occurs between men and women in life. It's what it is. It's the mating game. How did your dad meet your mom? Obviously, you have a mom, you have a dad, you're alive. I mean, they not be around or doing anything for you, or they may. But obviously, a man and a woman came together, mated, produced offspring, raised them enough to be alive, and whatever other influences were in that. That was the game. That's the game of life. It's very simple. What's up, One Vision? If you guys want to talk live, let's go. Just request to go stream. You got to come up in your confidence. I know I talk fast. I have high energy and everything. I'm also overpowering the music behind me because AZD is getting ready for the daily class that starts in half an hour. So the game is happening anyway. You are seeking women. You're seeking relationship. You're seeking sex. You're seeking that. And you may be, more or less spiritual and not seeking like that, but that's an ingredient to fulfillment. So how much time, the guys ask me, how much time should you allocate into practicing game or whatever? Brother, the methods here, IMC methods of game. And again, it's coming from the top player, number one on earth. The methods here is game is life, life is game. That means everything you're doing in life has the potential to pick up a chick. Man, where are you that there are no chicks? Are you in prison? Okay, that happens. We have students in prison. Where are you that there's no women at all? There's women everywhere. You may not be the finest women. Obviously, there are places where there are more fine women, and there are places where there are less fine women. If you're an Uber driver, you're going to come across women all the time. Okay, so the game, the people have misconceptions that game is going to be like sexualization. How can you get the fastest sex from the girl? That's weak game. That's terrible game. That's like I was a wrestler. That's like when you're wrestling, you're going to go for the pin right away. You're standing up with the guy, and instead of doing a methodical takedown and scoring back points and just defeating the guy technically, you're going to go for the pin right away. You're just going to go and try to pin him right away. That's guys that go for sex too soon in game, dude. You're only going to get pathetic victories over pathetic competition, and you're going to get beaten by everybody who knows not to do that. You're going to get pinned. If a guy tried to go for a fast pin on me, I'm going to pin him easily without even trying, because he's going to put himself in a compromised position to try to get the pin. That's what guys are doing with girls. They put themselves in compromised position, ethically, morally, socially, where they ruin their reputation because they're going for sex so fast. Thank you, whoever's commenting all the stuff. You're driving up like, wow, 15 viewers already on YouTube. Congratulations, my YouTube channel. Okay, guys. So people have real fucked up ideas of what game is. So even if I answer the guy's text message where he's like, how much time should I allocate to game? And this is a client who's bought a lot of AZD camps. He lives abroad. He lives in Europe somewhere. So the cost of living is not the same. He's in like one of the poorer European countries, like I think Croatia, but I forget. And, so I want to help the guy. But it's like, bro, game is life. Like, you're going to meet women everywhere you go. You got to be ready to communicate. But at the same time, you're on your purpose so that you're not so easily pulled off of your purpose to go and chase a woman. You may miss out on that girl, but you're not really missing out, because if you deviate from your purpose to get a woman, that woman is going to be a headache for you forever, because you were off the path. You were chasing the apple. Hold on one second. Guys, let's go see AZD real quick. I wish I could take all the cameras. Stop rapping. One second. There's a client in town who's rapping before. Yeah, I want to run up there. I want to honor the Zoom guys. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this tripod. Okay. You guys might get to see something. But if he's done, then I'll just come. If he starts playing the music again, then I'll just come right back down and lecture a little bit more.
But definitely request to go live. Send a comment so we can go live and talk. Guys on Zoom, you just raise your hand. Don't call the girl right now.
Okay. Okay, well, that's a lot of shit you gotta deal with. Are you gonna have everything done or what? It's hard in 2 weeks to just have a tooth work.
Thank you, guys.
Listen, here's what we do. Finish up the tooth work. Don't get sad. Don't get sad. Be happy that you're getting the fucking teeth finished because some shit needs to handle. Be happy that you're over there handling shit. Be happy that you're gonna come back when you're here. Just spend a week working on your business. You're not done last year, dude.
You're literally like
Feel me? Uh-huh.
hang tight, hang tight. I'll explain it in a minute.
Okay, when you get here, Tuesday or Wednesday? On Wednesday. On Wednesday. Okay, let me know. I can be down for that. Just when you know for sure, let me know, okay? Yeah, no, you live here now. You know that. You gotta go over there. Those are the things you have to take care of because you gotta take care of your teeth, you gotta take care of your teeth, right? But then you went and did that. Take care of your fucking teeth. Let me take care of yourself in that, okay? I don't even take care of myself. Okay, so I'll see you soon then, baby. I'm gonna go. Let me know. Answer my text meeting if I got you, okay? Okay, I love you. Yeah, they're my shit. Really? Oh. All right. Okay.
Go, there we go. Oh man. Okay, so AZD is known. I'm gonna explain it to you guys now. AZD is known as top player on the earth. Now you may think it's fucking Kate or some other stupid douchebag is, but they don't get girls with game. They get girls with money. They don't really even get girls. There's a difference between like having sex with a girl and getting a girl. Like you get her psychologically, you get her spiritually, you get her. You know, even socially, you get her. Like get like you own, possess her. Okay. So that was AZD's ex-girlfriend, current girlfriend, whatever, Cristali. And I won't even say the name anymore. I don't feel comfortable saying the name again. So it's gorgeous woman who is looking to move here, change her whole life around. And so hearing that conversation is invaluable for a guy like me. Like a guy like me. What's a guy like me? A guy that sees the game as a set of skills and behaviors that one can change and improve and then just change your results. Like you could be short. Hold on. See, I'm here as a student first and foremost. It's not what you think it is. It's not, I'm trying to be the great Yogi Chris. It's not, I'm here to lecture to you so you guys think I'm so smart. I'm here as a student, and this is a contribution to my learning. By me talking about this information, I get better at it. By me supporting AZD's business, I earn position in it, so I get more training. Like it's all selfish. I'm just trying to be better at game. That's why I do this. And that's why I expect you to want to be doing this, so that you get better at game. There's no, what other reason are you, man, if you want to make more money, there's lots of guys that make money. If you want to, be an actor, there's lots of guys that can coach you on acting. If you want to do this or do that. Honestly, if you just want to be a pickup artist, just a pickup artist, there's other guys that are going to be better at teaching you pickup because their pickup is very short-sighted pickup. They don't develop relationships, long-term relationships with the most beautiful women relationships with their pickup. So their pickup is garbage. It's like a wrestler. Hold on. Yeah, it's like a wrestler who goes for the pin too soon. It's short-sighted. You may have better techniques, but you'll never be the champ of all champs. You just won't. There's no champ that's like that. So here talking game. So anytime I get a chance to observe an actual phone call, a video call, whatever, between AZD and any girl, really any person, because he's so good at communicating. Just hear him talk to a friend from Iran, an old high school acquaintance, his grandma, whatever. Like the conversation is so revealing. It would be like watching a master chess player and watch the chess player play a 2-year-old or a 7-year-old or a college chess player or a high school, like anybody he plays, if you're an enthusiast of chess, you're gonna be like learning. You're gonna be learning. And so anytime I get a chance to hear his conversation, especially with the weak link of man, is the beautiful woman. That conversation's so revealing because it's in the responses. She says this, what do you say back? That's how the conversation goes forward. Then she responds to what you just said. Then you respond to what she just said. Every response you give her, it's a fork in the road. Do you go left or do you go right? What response are you giving? Do you give this response, beta? It goes that way. Or do you give this response, alpha? It goes that way. And that's a very basic duality. Think about it. And it's, there's more to it than that. But you give a proper response, stay on that straight and narrow path of proper relationships, perfect seduction, and it will go down the path of perfect seduction. If you do give something lesser, then it will never go to the potential of what it could have been. Now, the cool thing about this quantum universe is at any moment you can change and go and become alpha. And alpha at any moment can change and be beta. It's not final. Just because you're alpha this moment doesn't mean you're alpha forever. You got to keep proving it every moment. That's why it can't be a technique, because the technique, there's no way you can have infinite techniques for every moment. It's a beingness. So how do you create the beingness? How do you be the beingness? Well, there are techniques like in spirituality that can help point the way. And it's an organic thing. So the techniques keep changing because the culture keeps changing. People keep changing. Life keeps changing. You can't step in the same river twice. You can't inhale the same air twice. It keeps changing. So yes, the teachings keep changing. But there's also people that have been studying long term can recognize, I'm familiar with this teaching. It just has a little new spin on it or some new words to it or a new context to it. And that's what happened to me. So I studied for years everything. I started to learn the framework of everything. And now when I teach when I distribute the camps, when I sell the camps, when I minister the camps, I can tell you this camp is going to be like this. This camp is going to be like that. I don't know what he's going to teach because I'm still a student. But the current camp, let's say, awaken the power of animus. Okay, it's obviously a spin on awaken the beast. It's obviously a spin on animus. It's a spin on return of the beast. It's a spin on beast camp. It's similar. It's a similar family of camps, but it's awaken the power of animus. Feel those words and live those words. A lot of people, they don't know what animus is. That's why I made the video about the spirit that runs the game. There's God. God created the game, but then there's the spirit that is the gust of wind. It's the power in the sails. It's the wind that blows the sails. And what are the sails? The sails are the DNA of this ship. And the ship is my body. And her ship is her body. And together we have a relationship. And the animus is the wind that blows us forward on this game. And it propels us. There, that's the word I was looking for. It propels the game forward. Hold on. If you look up the word spirit, it means breath. Hold on. Man, I'm missing the conversation. I'm going to take the camera back up there. I want to miss the conversation.
Okay. So the spirit of animus, the spirit of this game, the breath of this game is what he's teaching. He did the first lecture yesterday. It's all beast philosophy, but it's at the newest levels. He hasn't taught a beast camp since the Christ consciousness. So this is Christ consciousness imbued in the philosophy of beast. ACD, tap it in. Tap it in. Beat the crew a little bit longer. AZD. There's Anbu. Our guest Brett. So we're just gonna go a few rap songs and then I'm gonna end these lives, guys. It'll be over. You guys just got a lucky glimpse of the tap-in process. I'm telling you, we're talking to a superhero when you talk to ACD. The guy is so good with beautiful women, and that is the, you know, when somebody has like a bum knee and like they can't turn wrong on their knee or ankle or something, and it like gives out or something like that. Like that's what guys are with women. With women. When you interact with the beautiful women, it's that bum knee where you one wrong move and and then you fall and then you complain forever and you gotta ice it and go heal for 3 weeks before you talk to another woman. Like that's the condition that guys are in. And so when you talk to AZD or you study AZD, you have an opportunity to study with a guy with an invincible knee. He's got like a rubber knee or something. It's invincible and rubber. So even if for some odd reason an asteroid comes out of the sky and hits his knee and it bends, he's good. He's good to go. It sounds too good to be real, but it's what it is. That's why I live with the guy. I had a lot of opportunity to do a lot of things, man. I was going to take over the world of yoga. Already had taught at 65 yoga studios around the United States. I was on tour. They were getting me invited back. I was looking at Switzerland and Sweden and England to start, in Canada, to start prospecting for yoga studios. To just travel, just book a tour. That's easy. I knew how to do it. I knew how to call. I had my specific offerings. I knew that nobody in the world was doing what I was doing exactly. There were a handful of people that knew what I knew, but they weren't as communicative as me because I learned from AZD how to communicate. So I was a yogi, you know. That's what you get when you study AZD mindset and his classes. You get the tech of how to think and communicate, how to listen and communicate to put accents on your emotions, to accentuate words, descriptive words that trigger images in people's minds. That's the basis of seduction. Then you got to learn the genetic code of men and women so that you know which images to trigger in a woman's mind. Because you trigger the wrong ones, you turn her off. And most guys, you're so mundane and basic with your thinking and your mentality that and your life that if you learn the power of influence, you're gonna fuck your life up. Because you don't have the hold on. I'm gonna end this live, guys, because I don't want to miss what's going on. You gotta come to class. Okay, you got to come to every class you can. Troy Story, you got to get on the daily classes right away. Oh, Roberts, whatever it takes, man. Every time, like, so when do you practice game? I'll finish it right now. When he's asking me how much should I practice game, always 24/7. You should also be doing your purpose 24/7. Don't make game and getting women separate from your purpose, or you'll never ever get to the heights of the mountain that we're doing. Our game is built on game and purpose, commingle always. Always. To the point that if I'm not anywhere interacting with girls, I'm doing a live stream right now about how to get girls. So at least I'm improving my mentality about getting girls. Like it's all integrated. All right. So man, I can keep going. This is great stuff. Everybody, you sign up for the daily classes. The link is in the bio or DM if you're on Instagram or TikTok and you want a free class, try it out. It's at 10 a.m. every day. You get all the recordings. It's on Zoom, 10 a.m. Pacific time. So if you miss it, whatever. With AZD, bro, best player on earth. So $97 is $3 a day. You'll improve your game. You'll save yourself a lot of frustrations with women. I want to keep talking to you guys, but I don't want to miss the tap-in. Big shot clients in town. I know AZD's doing a great tap-in for everybody. Tapping in is part of the process, man. That's something worth studying. If you don't know what about tap-in, or if you guys are on the Telegram groups and you have questions, use the Telegram group. Make a video making with a question.
Make a video so you get practice in front of the camera. You express yourself. Practice your enthusiasm. Do it short. Make it short. And then let us help you, because when we help you in a group chat, everybody in the group gets helped. And so it furthers our purpose, because now we get to talk to everybody, but you get the most value because you asked your question. Oaths, everybody. Jay Grudev, praise the Lord.